Have you ever wanted to learn guitar? So you pick one up and... That's a lot of strings. But let's say you're trying to pick up the piano. So you go up to one and... That's a lot of keys. Well, there's no better instrument to get started with than the ukulele. Stick around and I'll show you how things work, how you can play some chords, and even how you can get started on your first few songs. Let's do it. Alright, so first things first, this is a ukulele. It's essentially a smaller, 4-stringed version of the guitar with the notes completely switched around. Typically, guitars run with the E, A, D, G, B, E tuning, while the ukulele has a G on the top, then C, E, and then A on the bottom. What does that mean? Well, you can play a C chord by just putting your finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And you could do a C sharp chord if you just move everything up half a step, 1 fret. So, and then you can do a D chord if you move everything up 1, and E, and F, and so on, which is basically cheating. Now don't get me wrong, you can play some chords really optimally this way, but if I say you jumping around like a frog on the fretboard, then come on man, you're just ruining the instrument. But before we get into chords, I should show you how frets work, so you'll know what I'm talking about. If I say 4th fret on the E string, that means you move over 4 places, or frets, on the board. This is the E string. Remember that the order is G, C, E, A. My dog has fleas. So we're gonna move up 4 frets here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a G sharp now. The order of notes is C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. No E sharp, that would just be F. Then F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C. No B sharp, that's just C. Now, to be honest, you don't have to know where every note is on every individual string. You can just put your finger into the funny positions and then play the instrument. It works. However, if you know how the ukulele works and the formula for spelling out chords, then you can virtually play any chord by simply finding each note on each individual string, putting them all together, and bam! Any chords you could ask for. If you don't want to learn, that's alright too. Learning some basic chords is a good way to get started. And speaking of, let's get to the real meat, that prime, juicy venison that is this instrument. Chords. This is where you'll be doing those funny positions that I mentioned a little while ago, and I'll show you a few right now. So here's the C major chord. This is a G major chord. This is D major. Just these front 3. Now, if you want to test yourself, you can go ahead and pause the video and try and figure out this next chord on your own. So these are the notes for the F major chord. It doesn't have to be in that exact order. Otherwise, keep watching and I'll show you how to play it. Here it is, F major. Now that's a good amount of simple chords to get started. Matter of fact, we can already play several songs with just those. But let's get started with a blues. Go ahead and listen to me play it real quick before you give it a shot. A 1, 2, 3, and. We're gonna do C major, F major, G major, and then C major again. So here we go. A 1, 2, 3, and. So that's just a little bit of what you can do with the ukulele. Hope you had some fun and maybe learned a thing or two. If there's any song that you want to learn how to play but you don't know how to play the chords, I've linked an instruction manual in the description of this video. You can go and check that out. It's got all the chords you'll need to play any song you can imagine. Thanks for watching. I've been Edgar, and I'll catch you later. See ya.